To unpack what this means for Nigeria's counter-insurgency efforts, we are now joined by a security analyst, Darlington Umoru. Darlington, good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining us, sir. We've seen coordinated attacks on 3 military bases in Borno. What does this tell us about ISWAP's current strength and their organization, Darlington?
Good afternoon once again. I guess you would understand that ISWAP is a terrorist body, and as it were, they wouldn't want to just give up just like that. As it is right now, ISWAP is doing everything, just like some other organizations, to show their presence, their tact, and they won't fight. They do not expect ISWAP to give up momentarily, just like that, even though they have been overcome or overrun at this time. The little they could show, they could try to show to the people that they are still in existence and that they are still strong and they are still powerful. And so it's only the thing is only on the oars of the military and its agencies, other agencies that also accompany the Nigerian military, to show that they are on top of the game and trying to conquer and overcome them.
Darlington, something strange about these attacks. The attackers were reportedly to have used anti-aircraft guns, RPGs, and also even armed drones. So how significant is that in the context of this conflict now?
Well, it is not good for the conflict as it is. It's merely showing that the terrorist organization is doing what they could, at least trying to get better, whether they have been overcome or not. But the basic thing is for the military to try as much as possible to do whatever they could do to stop their support of this, particularly this handling of this West and using them is at the time is not too good for the Nigerian military. But even so, you begin to wonder how they get these equipments. How do they come about this equipment at this point in time? Very well, what they have tried to do over time is to try as much as possible to get some of this equipment to their support or to their youth, so that they keep on instilling fear on not just the military now, but on the people, because what they try to do is as much as possible to ensure that they are either in command or are able to gather some of this equipment to do their support, using them against the military and the people. And so the Nigerian government
may I ask, this might come as in way of a suggestion, but what about finding the origins of these equipment? While we're fighting these wars, it seems reactionary, but to go to the start and find the origin of these weapons might serve Nigeria better. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, I think I want to agree very well with you or with that position. If the Nigerian military, of course, is able to garner or conquer, wherever they are getting the support of these equipments from. Do not forget that ISWAP is one body that is largely connected to activities of the Far East, getting their support and issues, gathered from the Far East. And so whatever we could do to stop them from getting this equipment is very important at this point in time. Nobody wants them to get this equipment. Nobody wants them to get very close to this equipment. But whether they have this equipment or not brings a support to them. But even so, I think they are now fighting a war that the Nigerian military needs to succeed in seeing or conquering how they gather these equipment.
All right, so Darlington, hardware is on one side, that's the weapons, and then there's intel. There's also intelligence. Now, these attacks happened almost simultaneously. Does that point to improved insurgent planning and also intelligence? Are we looking at a bigger animal here?
No. I don't think so. I don't think so. But I think what they tried to do, even though they happened simultaneously, or we intelligently on the side of the ISWAP, I do not think that is actually a get to know position on the side of ISWAP. But I think the federal government, all the federal government needs to know is how to conquer this equipment and how to conquer them. Intelligence is very important at this point in time, particularly when it has to do with all of this coming together at the same time on the side of the ISWAP. But again, all we try to do is to ensure that government is able to conquer some of these groups or some of these organizations who are trying to support them with all of this intelligence.
Darlington, should Nigerians be worried that forward operating bases are still being targeted at this stage
of course,
the insurgency?
Nigerians are worried. Nigerians are worried, and even the military is worried. As much as they are trying to conquer them, they still see them gaining support on the sides of having this equipment, particularly on their side. But even so, the Nigerian military is not supposed to give up, because the moment we give up, then there's a bigger problem. Particularly now that America has come and America is training the Nigerian military on the side and on the positive side of winning this war. But even so you do expect that as much as this war is being fought or conquered, there are still areas that should be gathered and still be tackled.
Darlington is okay. We can hear the kids. It's all right. Just let them, allow them play. It's all right. But finally, Darlington, what does this mean for overall security stability in Northeast going forward?
Well, what it tells us is that as much as the Nigerian military is trying to win the war against them, they are also, and those who are supporting them, particularly from the Middle East, are also doing so much to ensuring that they do not give up. And as such, both the military and the individuals need to come together to work hard and then dig into intelligence and find out how all of this is being achieved and how it could also get to the support of the people and the military. Even so, I think we need to do more to, in order to be able to conquer these people and as much as possible, trying to cut off the connection that exists between them and the Middle East. Right now, that is what we should face. Right now, that is what we should tackle. Right now, this is what the biggest part, particularly when they are killing some of the top military officers, who are leading these wars.
Darlington, I want to say thank you very much for joining us for the 3 p.m. bulletin here on News Central. Thank you.